And on the heels of everything happening in Minnesota, two protests took place here in downtown Toledo today, both centered around immigration and customs enforcement. One group rallied in support of ICE and local law enforcement, while another marched nearby calling for an end to ICE. Dominique O'Neill joins us in studio with a breakdown of what happened. Dom, what can you tell us?
Well, Michael, both demonstrations remained peaceful, but they highlighted a deep divide in our country over ICE and its role in communities. Just like the rest of the country, people in Toledo are divided.
No one's above the law, and we actually agree with that. No one's above the law. And so we just feel like America needs that protection, and we know that hard things happen in our country.
I believe what ICE is doing is unconstitutional, illegal. And, you know, I'm 70 years old, but I still want to tell my grandchildren, my great-grandchildren, that I did something, that I stood up for justice.
Those are members from two different protests that marched through downtown Toledo on Sunday, one at 4 p.m. and another just an hour later at 5. And the two groups see the events happening in Minnesota very differently.
The biggest takeaway is, number one, we stand for rule and law, not because we are pro-authoritarian, but we're actually pro-God, and God ultimately is a God of justice.
It's scary what our president thinks he can get away with. This is democracy we're supposed to be living in, but he's the king and he thinks he can do whatever he wants, and that's not America.
For the pro-ICE group organized by Toledoans for Trump, they say they're unsatisfied with the behavior of the protesters in the Twin Cities, saying their behavior is mob-like and dangerous, which is why they're counter-protesting to show how it's really done.
For me, it's bringing people together and showing them, essentially, this is showing people, well, there's a peacefuler way to do things.
But the anti-ICE protesters say the America they see in Minneapolis isn't an America they recognize at all, saying masked agents with federal immunity raises endless red flags.
Because the most patriotic thing you can do is to want your country to be better. And this is not the America that we know, love, and we hope that it could become.
But there's a few things both groups have in common. They both mourn the death of Renee Good.
Anytime there's loss of life, it's tragic. We absolutely mourn with someone that got shot and killed.
I know so many people right now, and including myself, that fear every day.
And they both wonder, what happens if ICE comes to Toledo?
Well, if ICE was here in Toledo, I'd be doing the same thing I am now, and I will continue to keep protesting till they get ICE off the streets.
Would ever get in the way. They would just let them do their job.
Recently, Lucas County has rejected money from ICE, with County Commissioner Pete Gerken saying he did not want the county taking money from a, quote, terrorist group. Reporting in studio, Dominique O'Neill, WTOL 11.